Say this again. This place is so beautiful. You guys have to understand, you cannot live your life in fear. And I'm gonna say this again, you cannot live your life in fear, but you could do whatever you want to do. But I'm gonna speak for myself. Me, I have to explore. To me, that's my definition of going hardcore. Always being willing to explore. I don't care. Listen, I drove 1 hour away from my house. I'm 1 hour away from home. And somebody left me a comment that said, Missy, keep it simple. How do I invest in myself? Easy. It's called put your money where your mouth is. When it's all said and done, I have $40. Guess what? I could have spent that on a Hinge package. I could have spent that on a Tinder package. Listen, I could have spent that on a dating app. When it's all said and done, I could have went out to the bar. I could have spent $40 at the bar. I could have spent $40 with tequila on a stranger. But guess what? I put $40 in my gas tank, and now I'm dropping content with some of the most beautiful visuals. That's what you call self-investment. And I'm gonna say this again. Now, literally, I am dropping content. Listen, this is new land to me. You feel me? I felt like I'm in the middle of nowhere. Listen, get a different angle. We're gonna rock this with a different angle. We're gonna rock this with a different angle. Look at these beautiful rocks. When it's all said and done, to all you guys out there that like to look at Google, like to explore Google, I just want to say, listen, you can look at pictures all day, or you can actually come out here and get your foot, you feel me, in the door. Actually come out here, step on, and put the tripod up and start recording videos. When it's all said and done, you cannot live life in fear. You know how many people, they stay in the same neighborhood, they stay in their city, they stay in the same city, they stay in the same town because of fear? What if? Listen, forget what if. You always got to stop and ask yourself, what if I win? And I'm gonna say this again, you always gotta stop and ask yourself, what if I win? Listen to me, victory is the most important thing. And now the sun is going down, so I might have to come back here again. But with that being said, they got these stairs called the victory stairs. Now, I'm not too far away from the victory stairs, but this place is so beautiful. I said, listen, I gotta get my tripod out. I gotta record while the sun is still out. Trust and believe, these iPhone 16s, listen, when the sun go down, the visuals are not the best. But listen, look at these beautiful stones in the background. Something I would have never witnessed, something I could have never produced. But guess what? Life is all about execution. When it's all said and done, you could talk about it or you could walk about it. And I'm gonna say this again, you could talk about it, you could go to war, march about it, or you could walk about it. But a lot of people, listen, you gotta understand, talk is cheap. I can tell you how beautiful Arizona is, or I could literally put $40 in my gas tank and I could drive and I could really show you how beautiful Arizona is. You guys have to understand, never give up. You guys have natural resources all around you. And I'm gonna say this again, never give up. You got natural resources all around you. You got beauty all around you. Listen, God is the greatest. He created a beautiful world for you. So it doesn't matter if you live close to the Amazons. It doesn't matter if you live close to a rainforest. It doesn't matter if you live in a desert. It doesn't matter if you live in a city. It doesn't matter if you live in a concrete jungle. It doesn't matter if you live by the beach. It doesn't matter if your backyard got a pool. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When it's all said and done, listen, you have a voice. And you have beauty around you. It doesn't matter if you live in Boston. It doesn't matter if you live in Phoenix. It doesn't matter if you live in La República Dominicana, pero ya tú sabes. It doesn't matter. When it's all said and done, listen, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So you can look at your city. You can find problems in your city. You can find politics in your city. You can find corrupt organizations in your city. Or you can look around and look at the beauty